So, this is a tutorial I am filming. It is a more natural fall look. I give you two kind of options of what I would do for the lips towards the end, but totally up to you. You don't have to use either one of those if you don't like. This is using mostly MAC eyeshadows on the eyes and MAC products, but for the rest of the face I kind of try to keep it drugstore. It's totally up to you though what you want to use. Once again, all your decision. But this also is somewhat of a foundation routine. I know my foundation routine changes daily. I don't ever stick with one product for a certain amount of time. I don't know why. I just feel like my skin is better on some days than others. But this kind of will show you what I do on part of those days, just to give you an idea. But I'll go ahead and zoom in for you to the, oh, wrong way. Zoom in for the eyes. This is kind of a coppery eye. This would look really, really good for any eye color. I know blues and greens naturally from the color wheel look really good with kind of copper colors, but brown also would look really good. You can change this and use a different color if you would like versus the copper color I used, but this is what I did, so I really hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Hi! So I'm going to be doing a more natural fall look. It's mostly using MAC eyeshadows, and I know the gel eyeliner that I use is MAC also. But it's going to be fall related, and I've done pretty extravagant looks so far, so I wanted something that was more wearable for the people who don't like to go out like that every day. So yeah, this is it, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's zoom in. Alright, so you might notice that I'm not wearing any makeup at all. So first we're going to start with this eye. I've already done this eye, if you can kind of tell. This is what it looks like. Yeah. So it's pretty easy. It's only using 4 eyeshadows from MAC. And the first one we're going to, well, first we gotta prime our eyes actually. I'm going to be using Benefit Stay Don't Stray, which looks like this. This is a sample of it, but I have the big size and I really like it. Just put this all over the eyes and a little underneath. Next we're going to take a paint pot. This is Bare Study from MAC. And we're going to put this all over the lid, and only the lid, since it's pretty shimmery and we just want it to be a base to hold our eyeshadows and to make them vibrant. Put it in the inner corner also, kind of bring it down. Okay, so once you have that, we're going to be taking a flat shader brush. This is an e.l.f. one. I had to tape it back together a long time ago. But first we're going to be taking the eyeshadow Honesty, which looks like this. It's a little scary. It fell apart a long time ago. My thoughts on this eyeshadow, it's okay. Would I tell you to go out and buy it? You can find something better for cheaper. But this is what I wanted to use since it is kind of a pretty color. But we're just going to be placing this on the first half of the lid. We're going to be kind of tapping it since it does have a lot of sparkle and glitter in it. Just to about there. Kind of blend out the edges. It's very natural, which is what we want. Next, we're going to be taking one of my favorites, which is called Cobbering. And it looks like this. Very pretty. we're going to be taking that on the last half of the lid. This is kind of a pop of color that if you're scared to do this all over the lid or you just don't know how to use it, this is a good way. I'm just going to be placing that on the outer half. I'm just kind of blending it in with the shade Honesty from before. That looks about even with the other side, you're all good. Okay, then we're going to be taking a 217, which is a blending brush by MAC, and we're going to be taking Saddle eyeshadow, which is a matte brown, and we're going to be putting this in the crease. This will blend out both of those shades. I'm going to bring it up just a little to blend it out. Okay, then we're going to be taking a angled brush. Looks like this. It's pretty fluffy. It's from Sephora. And we're going to be taking the color Shroom. It's really dirty, sorry. Shroom. And it looks like this. It's very pretty. It's one of my favorites also. We're going to be highlighting our brow with this and blending out the edges, making it look even with the other side. You can go back in with the Saddle shade, the brown, just kind of darken that back up. Alright, for the under eye, we're going to be taking a small little brush. This is from Estee Lauder. We're going to be taking Saddle, which is the brown color, and just putting that all over our under eye. Okay, then we're going to be taking a little bit of the coppering and just putting that mostly in the middle, very lightly. Alright, then we're going to be taking Shroom in the inner corner as our inner corner highlight. And it's just right here. Okay, and next is the eyeliner. I'm taking Blacktrack Fluidline. This is from MAC also. And I'm taking just a Bare Essentials pointy brush and putting this on my upper lash line and creating a slight wing, not too much. Try to do this on camera, see if this will work. Kind of tug your lid just so you get tight. If they're not perfectly even, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Mine usually never are. It doesn't really bother me too much. Okay, once that's done, go ahead and do your mascara. Bring it back to normal. Do your mascara, and I put just a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline, just on the outer edge. Not too much. So, oh, this was L'Oreal's Carbon Black. Extra intense. Okay, the mascara I'm using is Maybelline's Lash Stiletto. And this is in black. Yeah, black. Okay, we're done with the eyes. I wanted to do kind of a foundation routine for you also, just because I haven't done one, and show you kind of how I deal with my skin, because I have oily skin on like mostly the T-zone areas, but I also have acne prone and acne scarred skin. A lot of what you see on my face is acne scars. It's not an actual breakout. So this will kind of show you how I cover it up. I'm not the type of person who will wear a cake ton of makeup. So I like the more natural look, and I'm not ashamed of the fact that I have zits, like everyone has them. So I don't cover them up completely, just for forewarn you. First I'm going to take True Match foundation. I really like the way this is on my skin. It is kind of prone to make my skin oily, but I deal with it. It's not too bad. This is in the shade N3, and I just use my fingers, put it all over. And then I start to blend it out. And I like to take a little bit of extra foundation and just kind of go over spots that could use a little more due to redness or just scarring. Now that's a teensy bit darker than my neck. My neck is really white naturally, so the powder I use, I usually just bring it down to my neck, in case you notice the difference. Alright, so I'm not going to conceal anything. I don't think anything is too bad right now, but I am going to do under eye concealer, and this is a Dream Lumi Touche, or Touche, whatever it's called, in Ivory, and I just put this underneath my eyes. Kind of bring it down around my nose and on top of my nose and in front of my eyebrows. Alright, then I just blend that out with my fingers. Okay, then I'm going to go over all of that with CoverGirl True Blend Minerals. This is the shade, it's translucent, fair. Fair, in case you didn't hear me. And I'm just going to use the Bare Essentials brush, the big fluffy ones. Then I do my eyebrows usually. And yes, I use a toothbrush. It's really old, but I like it better than eyebrow brushes for some weird reason. It just seems to work better. I'm using this Maybelline Define a Brow. This is in light brown. I usually just do the under part of my eyebrow just to get like a nice line, and I'll fill in at the tops right there too. If I go out now, I just do that. Whew. And then I take this is a Smashbox brush, just a pointed angle brush, and I kind of go through that to blend it out, make it look more natural, and also to disperse the color a little bit better, so it doesn't look so drawn on. This is bronzer first, which, what the heck? Oh, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Mineral Bronzer today with a regular flat top brush. Ooh, looks like this. And I just use this to contour my cheeks because I have really fat cheeks. And I bring it up just a little bit. And I blend it out up top. And I do the sides of my nose. and the bottom of my chin. Kind of blend that along the jawline. I have a double chin sometimes, not gonna lie. And doing a darker bronzer right here, it helps so you don't look quite so like double chinned all the time. Okay, oh my god. Then we're going to do blush, and I'm just using a Bare Essentials brush. It's really old, so use what you got. But this is a MAC one in Prism. It's really dirty, so I would be surprised if you could read that. Okay, we're just using this on the outer part of our cheekbone. This is the only part I can feel a cheekbone on my face, but just on the outer part. I really like this color. It goes with absolutely anything. It doesn't look like very much in person, but it really looks pretty. Then to go on mostly the inner part of our cheek, I'm using this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Heather Silk. These are ridiculously pigmented. So I'm using a stippling brush from MAC. It's a 187 and just barely any product. This stuff will come out. And we're just going to put that on the apples and bring it back. These are both really good colors for fall too, just to have that kind of mauvey, natural cheek. I don't know, it looks pretty for fall. I always wear it in the fall time. So then, I don't usually do highlighters in the fall just because I feel like my face should be more matte versus glowy. I don't know, it's just me. If you do it, do it. For the lips, I don't usually wear lip liner, so what I do is just straight from the tube. You could do for this look a really dark, like red lip, that would be pretty, or you could do like a more natural mauve-ish color. I'm going to show you both so you kind of have an idea of what both would look like. The first color I'm going to be using for the dark lip, which you could use a lip liner on because these probably could use it, is the Revlon Lip Butter in Red Velvet. It looks like this. It's very pretty. And just wipe your lips. These are really moisturizing, so you don't need to put on a lips or a chapstick or anything like that beforehand. Okay, but I'm just going to use this. So this is kind of your first option. This is a more dramatic way of wearing it, but you can see it works with it. So it's not like you're doing too many different color combinations. I really like this look. I'd probably wear this one just because I like wearing colors on my lips. But then you could also wear the lighter color, which since I did just wipe it off and my lips are kind of dry now, I'm going to be using chapstick. This is Sugar's Fresh chapstick. It looks like that. It works incredibly good. The best one I've used so far. Okay. Then you want to go and take your hand, the back of it, just kiss it, just to get any excess off. Now I'm going to be taking Maybelline's Warm Me Up and just doing the same thing that I did before. This is one of those My Lips But Better kind of thing. I know a lot of people really like it for like weddings and whatnot because it's really natural, but it actually adds color. So you could also do this way if you like this look better. I'm not going to wear any lip gloss, so this is it. I hope you guys really liked it. Sorry for the background. I know that looks not as pretty as the black one, but I'm in a different room, so let me know if you think the lighting is too wonky or whatnot. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I have school, so hopefully it won't be too hard to balance both, but let me know what you guys want to see next. I know that my boyfriend is making me do Halloween tutorials coming up, so I'm sure he'll be giving me a couple of ideas for that, but whatever you guys want to see next, let me know and I'll be sure to do it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye. He's kind of sassy. A little bit. Did the YMCA the other day though. He was dancing. Anyways, this is my love.